Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back to episode 4 of season 4 of Doom Patrol. We're going to go ahead and hop into this thing. So if you want to see the full-length reaction, you check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, because you access this as well as a watch-along format. So we'll need your own footage to skip with the time codes for reaction to the entire episode. Get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover here on the channel. Get a suggested vote of what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. We try to make it worth your while since you are going to way support the channel. But of course, I know never can do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really does go a long way with helping us grow here on the YouTubes. But with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into episode 4, Casey Patrol. Here we go. What in the world?
Now that I have you within my grasp, my plan is nearly complete.
I won't let you get away with this, Torminox. Whatever you're planning, you know I'll put a stop to it.
Not this time. Once I collect my prize, my triumph shall be inevitable.
The night was dark.
And full of terrors.
Not even the moon would dare show its face. I hope.
I've missed her, man.
I pounded on the door and finally found the man I had come to see. Host, Eisman, an unseemly curator of
Kind of wish the thumbnail didn't show her.
I told him that if I had the necklace, I might be able to conjure my father from the afterlife and tell him all the things I had never had a chance to say. He wasn't going to give me my father's necklace. I'd have to take it back.
Ha 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 ha. Guy's got some stones.
Once I had the necklace. My friends Crystal and the Dead Boys helped me summon my father. And our reunion was everything I'd hoped it'd be.
Aww.
Love always wins out.
Hell yeah, man.
Thanks, Danny.
Hmm.
We're hitting maximum occupancy here. You holding up okay? I know, baby.
I love Danny. Aww.
Is she okay?
Uh-oh. What the fuck? Oh no. You leave Danny alone.
Can I come in?
Fine.
Are you okay?
More than ever, people need Danny. We're very lucky to have a safe space to come home to.
Oh no. Danny's in trouble. No, Danny's gonna die. That's what that feels like. Oh no. Oh my God. They're not dead, right? Their eyes glue. They're fine, right? Just turned off. Shut down a little bit.
Hello?
Where are all the bodies? Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Oh, okay. Whew.
Where did everyone...
What the fuck? What in the world?
It can't be.
You know these things?
They look just like...
The thing's in her book.
They're the bad guys' foot soldiers from my comic book.
sweetie. Now might be a good time to introduce us to your friend, the Candleman.
He can't help us.
From what I heard, I'm pretty sure he can.
Can't. The only one who knows how to deal with these things is...
Is her imagination doing this? That would make sense. Oh, nice.
Space case.
Hey, you kid.
Is this... Did I...
Listen, I'd love to do proper intros, but we better shake a leg. If the Vector are here, that means he can't be far behind.
Who?
Torminox.
What the fuck? I mean, this is happening outside of Danny, too.
What the hell?
Is this her power?
Do you have a hyperspeed capable titanium alloy intergalactic starship?
It's in the shop.
Well, we may be able to... Holy mackerel, what's that?
What's what?
Whenever I suck in air through my nose, I can sense something. Ooh, it's giving me a strange empty feeling in my stomach. It's making me...
hungry?
I guess so. What do I do?
Not used to being outside the page. You never see, well, you rarely see, like, people eat and do mundane things in a lot of comics, so...
But maybe just stuff your cute little friend back into your head,
That's just
okay?
it. I can't. I don't think she's imaginary. I think maybe somehow I pulled her out.
You can do that?
Not usually. My imaginary friends are all my own creations.
Is this Tampax?
Oh no.
What is she?
A special power.
Time to pay the electric bill.
What
Such
the
easy,
fuck?
I know, but I still love them.
Dorothy!
What?
Is she about to light up her friend like a Christmas tree?
Oh my god. No, 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 no.
What are you doing?
That's not a Vectra. That's one of our friends. You can't just vaporize them.
Why not?
Because they're not a comic book character. This is the real world. Death is permanent here.
You're fiction, baby.
How do you know all this?
The book. We explained this. She's off the cover, but she's still in the pages.
Your necklace. Give it to me and no one else needs supper.
No.
Very well, then.
I'm having major deja vu right now.
Blasting you into stardust if you don't call off your goons and turn these people back.
Leave this place. Please.
Please, Steve, what are you... You never...
What are you doing? Please.
Who are you?
What? What the fuck?
You never hesitate, especially when it comes to your father.
I've destroyed Torminox 143 times. I pushed him into a volcano, I froze him in liquid nitrogen, I hit him with an asteroid, but something was different.
What?
Well, you said it yourself before. He always comes back.
But death is permanent here.
What if this time he didn't? As much as I hate Torminox, he's all I have left of my father.
Maybe you can get through to him. No matter how impossible it might seem to reach someone, there's always a way. Just ask Dorothy.
It's true.
Oh, hell no. Gonna be out here spreading this kind of hate, then you best be able to look me in the...
I'm sorry. I was only trying to help. I see what those guys keep doing to your mural. Not everyone here feels the same way they do.
Thank you. How much paint you got?
You don't have to be the villain. You were something more once, remember?
The necklace.
God damn it.
What do you mean?
It's a lie. Never went to get this back. Crystal and the dead voice had to get it for me. The truth is, I haven't talked to the candlemaker in months. Or any of my friends. I thought that if I conjured him for just a few minutes, I might be able to tell him how much I loved him. But the more time passed, the more I realized that's not all that I needed to say. I'm not the person I used to be. I'm confused, I'm scared, and I'm angry. And he was supposed to help me through it. He kept me a child for so long, and now that I'm finally growing up, he's not here. And I hate him for it. I want to say all of these things to him, but maybe some things are better left unsaid. She needs her dad. Fuck you.
I mean, are they just stuck as cubes? Not gonna turn them back? Dick? Oh.
There are still good people in the world, true allies. And if we ever really want to change the world, we need to start living in it. Ever since you became an ambulance, you've been doing triage, honey.
No.
Everything my dad and I ever said, ever felt, ever suffered through, none of it was really ours. I want to meet whoever wrote our story and make them write us a new one.
No. Wait, they're still in the ambulance, so if you're driving out, is that just gonna like shoot out the back a full car? Let's go home.
Where to?
Cloverton.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Oh.
Immortus will rise.
What the fuck?
I did what you asked.
Good.
I need to be the man I was for Casey. You certain Immortus can help?
Oh, yes. When Immortus rises, our pasts will be cleansed.
What in the world? Well, damn. So this whole thing is still connected with Immortus, even this. The creator of this comic is in on it too? Is that what I'm figuring? Or is this... Oh, God. And they're looking for him so they could write a new story. Joke's on them. He's got a whole other thing planned for this. Ah, that was interesting. So Dorothy's powers have grown beyond... Well, maybe this wasn't her at all then. Hold on. Maybe she didn't do anything with the comic. Maybe it was this dude or Dr. Janice or somebody or all of them that did it. Since it was all part of their plan anyway. It just happened to pan out and work in Dorothy's favor to be a little story that needed her to get out of the house and see the world again. Stop closing herself off to everyone around her. Maybe, or maybe it was her power. Maybe it was herself kind of reaching out for help, and it just inadvertently ended up benefiting this organization, this group's plans. I don't know. I'm very curious to see how that fleshes out. But now we got Space Case with her, roaming about, heading back to Cloverton. So I can't wait to see her back with the team, man. I've missed her being part of the group. I really have. I really like Dorothy a lot. You know, she had her struggles. She had her moments. But, like, at the end of the day, I really, the kid's endearing, man, in a lot of ways. I can't wait to see her back with the group. I'm very curious to see how Casey mixes in with the group as well. That'll be interesting. This episode in general about hiding in your safe space was a really interesting story to kind of focus on as well, with, like, especially with the role that Danny's played for these people in the past few seasons. You know, it's kind of been this kind of retreat with the Bureau, with the attack, with their waning power and all this sort of stuff. It's interesting to see, and that, you know, as much as Danny is needed and is necessary, you know, I think this was like a great example of why you can't stunt yourself, you know? You got to still keep putting yourself out there and then hope and grow. And I like that. And I like that they got to see that there's at least some people out there that still care and that don't believe what maybe the loud and vocal voices are saying or spouting or whatever. The ones acting out against rather than going with the flow and helping or whatever. I like that they got to see that somebody out there, you know, gives a shit. What was it? The first episode we went to Danny Street. I still think that's one of my favorite episodes in television, man. I love that whole thing, and I like anytime we get to spend with this group and with Danny and Dorothy and all that. It's just always so, I don't know, warming, man. I do feel for Dorothy, though, that she failed in her mission, though, to commune with her father. And the fact that she had to admit that she couldn't even do it herself. She had to have the dead boys retrieve the necklace for her. But she didn't want to tell anybody that. She didn't want to, like, present this failure to the world or anything like that. And I get that. It's hard being in the position she's in at the age she's at mentally, with everything that's gone on and everything that she's going through. It's rough, man. I still think it's really interesting that Candlemaker, they turned him around and made him like or #1 foot soldier now. But it's a killer design, man, and you don't want to waste it. But the fact that this thing was able to overpower her, which would make sense if it was tied to her imagination, because that would be the dominant thing at this point, I would say. Like, her belief, her imagination kind of controls their powers in a little bit of a way. Or at least I would imagine it does. Haha. But, like, that's one of the main reasons I was like, okay, they were able to contain Candlemaker. Because in her head, the only person that could take down this villain is Space Case. So, like, if it's not her and it's from an external force, that kind of really terrifies me that they were able to pacify Candlemaker so easily. So we got a lot of things we're floating around that I'm really curious to see how this expands upon it, but we'll just have to wait and find out. But guys, what'd you think of the episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gives you access as well. And speaking of, before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Ben, Share, Ryan, Karen, Philly, Vane, Yori, Corey, Scott, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert, Angriano, Raven McGann, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, and Jake Cantrell. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all next week with episode 5. Take care, everybody.